Hello and welcome to today's gaming test where we test out the Asus ROG Phone 6D. And yes, I know that we are very late to the party because number one, this phone came late to Malaysia, and number two, I was sick for like the past 2 to 3 weeks, so I had to delay the ROG Phone 6D review until today. So we're starting off with the gaming test first, and the reason why that we're doing this is because it is using the MediaTek Dimensity 9000 Plus chipset. And this is the ROG Phone 6D base version, not the ultimate version where there's the Aero Portal. So this phone, in terms of its cooling potential, should be 100% identical with the ROG Phone 6 and the ROG Phone 6 Pro. So to start off with our gaming test, we'll head into some game and then we pull down the Game Genie, and then we should enable the real-time info so we can see all of the stats that the game has to tell us, like FPS, the CPU GPU utilization, and also the temperature. And then we also set the phone to run in X mode so that we can get the best performance possible. And finally, we also have to set the air triggers. So for me, the air triggers are gonna be doing simple things like left button to attack and the right button to sprint in Genshin Impact, for example. We also have the option to use either motion control or the cooler buttons, but we're gonna leave all of that aside for now because they function 100% identically with the ROG Phone 6. So I'll leave you a link down in the description below or at the top right corner there. And I do have the Aeroactive Cooler 6 with me, but that comparison with the ROG Phone 6 will be coming later instead. So let's head into Genshin Impact, and as you can see here, I'm just gonna do our standard test. So highest graphical settings at 60 FPS, and then we'll see how well this phone can perform. And as you can see, with the phone in X mode enabled, we can reach mostly above 50 FPS without any issues at all. So I would say the entire gaming experience is very smooth, very consistent, and I just had a very good time overall in terms of its gaming performance. However, when it comes to the temperatures though, we can see that the SoC, as in the chipset, is still placed at the middle part of the phone, and we can see that the temperature is at 44.5 degrees Celsius at the screen side, whereby at the back it can reach somewhere around 38, which is actually quite warm to the touch, especially the frame of the phone managed to burn my fingers as well. And then hopping into PUBG Mobile, we can see that the graphical settings is very boring actually, so we can only use extreme frame rates if we use HDR graphical settings, so we proceed with that. And obviously PUBG Mobile being an old game like this, 60 FPS is no issues at all.
Head toward this point.
नंबर 2 आप किधर जाना है यार?
And then we hop into PUBG New State, and for whatever reason we can only go up to extreme frame rate at the light graphical settings. That means we are locked down to about 50 FPS all the time. That is the absolute maximum that this game allows us to play on this phone, which is very disappointing. And yeah, here's a very quick gameplay test. And for Mobile Legends, it's actually quite bad, so we only have high refresh rate with high graphical settings, and that's it. That means 60 FPS maximum, and the graphics don't really look particularly good at all.
Wise choice.
And we also tested Apex Legends for this time around, and we can see that we can go ultra frame rate at the extreme HD graphical settings. And yeah, the game runs at 60 FPS consistently, so no complaints there at all. And I have to say Apex Legends is surprisingly well optimized for this phone.
Reloading. Ultimate's ready to go.
Nice having a level 4 helmet. Let's wait in town.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Scanning the area.
Extended sniper mag here. Level 3. Reloading.
Contact. Battling the enemy. Reloading. Downed one. Recharging my shields.
Deploying health drone.
Contact.
Nice having a level 4 helmet. Let's wait in town before I can heal my squad.
And just for fun, we also tested out Fortnite, and yeah, this game's menu is a bit laggy, but once we get into the game, well, we can get above 50 FPS all of the time, so I guess it's fine. And that's it. In terms of its graphical performance, I would have to say, for this phone, it's quite inconclusive. The only proper game that we are able to get some result out of it is actually Genshin Impact, because all of the other games either are unoptimized and we don't have any higher graphical settings option available. For example, Mobile Legends, we only have high graphical quality, and for whatever reason, PUBG New State doesn't let us go beyond the light graphical settings at higher frame rates. And yeah, this, I don't know if it's the chipset issue or it's just ROG not optimizing the phone yet for these kind of games, but yeah, overall we'll have to do even more testing, which means we will involve benchmarks in our review of the ROG Phone 6D, and we'll also compare it with the ROG Phone 6 Pro as well. That video will come soon, so do subscribe to our channel and we will see you guys in that video.